Hi Aquarius, welcome. I don't even know. I was about to say something, and then I was just like boop, 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 boop. All right. So anyway, thank you guys for coming to this video. Thank you for finding this video. Thank you for coming back. I have some messages for you guys, and so we have some numbers that came through. I had some visions that came through. We'll go ahead and give you all of that, the channeled messages and whatever else comes through. And then we have the, what is this one? Yeah, the Green Witch Oracle. All right. And then we have the Light Seer's Tarot. Okay. And we are going to go ahead and pull the winner of the Manifesting Greatness reading for January 29th. Okay. That was the rainbow emoji. Yes, yes, and yes. Thank you all who participated. So let's go ahead and just pull this now. I have golden healer quartzes in here, so that might resonate for some of you guys. And the giveaway winner is, dun, 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 dun. I'm not looking. Number 14. Okay, so whoever was number 14, go ahead and email me at thevisionary317@gmail.com to claim your reading. I will also notify you, and I will pin it in the comments as well on that reading. Okay. Yes, and for those of you guys who are interested in winning a Manifesting Greatness reading for Aquarius season, happy birthday, Aquarius. Just be tuned. Somewhere throughout the reading, we will put an emoji up, and you are to comment that emoji, and I will enter you into the giveaway by responding to your emoji and assigning you a number, okay? The giveaway always goes 24 hours from the date of the published video. So if you see that it's been after one day, the giveaway has been closed. Okay. Yes, yes, and yes. Let's get it. So let's get into these, and let me just write down the number. That was number 14, which is, oh my geez, guys, that is so, it's such a synchronicity because of what came through. Okay, so let me put this over here. Just bringing in your guides, bringing in your teams, councils, ancestors of the highest truth, compassion, and love. Asking the Holy Spirit to cover us in a beautiful circle of light. Yes, blessing this reading and blessing you. So the numbers that came through, they may resonate with you in some way, shape, or form. Okay, we're 117, 83, 48, 36, and 112. Noting that 112 also came through for the what was it? The reading on the 29th, actually. Yeah. This was, let me just note that. This was the reading on the 29th. So that is another repeating number that's coming through, 112. And the note that we had on there is that February 22nd, 11/11, something is super important there. Okay. And so in looking at the numbers, I actually, when I was looking at the numbers, they had me, my inner child bought me 14/16, a fraction, and it was like negative, and it ended up being like negative. It's funny because I did the math wrong. I'm looking that I did the math wrong. I added it to be negative 14, but Spirit says there's no mistakes, right? And so I was like, what is negative 14? And we've been asking lately, how much percentage of negative energy are we still holding, or limiting beliefs are we still holding? Can you show us how much we need to clear? Like what? Because we've been doing the Sedona method for releasing, okay, and saying, so the Sedona method is a way to release emotions, all right, to let go of emotions. And so how it goes is you ask yourself the question, you know, what is the emotion that you're feeling now? And then you feel into your body, and then you feel the emotion, and you say the emotion out loud, and then you ask yourself, can you release this? And then you answer yes or no. Then you ask yourself, would you release this? And then you answer yes or no. And then you say when. Okay, and then you could say now or whatever your answer is, right? And so it's just a process of suggestion that actually gets you to release the emotion. And depending on how much you're holding on to that, you might have to go through that process more than one time. You might have to go through it for a few days. You know, it just depends on what it is. And so it's like just healing. And so when the 14 did come out, I noticed that the 4 of the 16 was stability. 4 is for stability for the 4 of Wands, all right, and also for the energy of security, stability, foundation, okay. And then number 16, the number for the Tower, and it was like, okay, that makes so much sense, is that there's a stability that's going to be coming into you guys, a greater sense of stability within the next 2 weeks. And this is kind of like I just heard healing camp. You know, like you guys are really working on knowing what your energetic body is and learning how to come into alignment, how to stay into alignment, right? And so what's happening is that you've received upgrades to your chakras, especially your crown chakra and your third eye, right? And so they're at higher calibration. And so your lower chakras are now getting their upgrades, okay? And so those lower chakras have to, now you have to integrate the energy, and now they also have to come into alignment with your higher chakras and to your heart to create greater peace and harmony and balance within your life, which creates greater stability, all right? And it allows you to release anything, you stop living in the tower of fear, and now you have a stronger foundation, and you're able to go take action on the things that your intuition is telling you to without fear, or with fear but doing it anyway because you have courage, knowing that you are trusting yourself, right? So the vision that came through was a tree, and the tree roots I saw like grubs, and sometimes those grubs will eat like certain roots of flowers and things like that and like kill the flowers. So what's happening is that they're eating away at your roots, and they're taking the nutrients from your roots, from your tree growing, and being like this vitality type energy, okay? And then 1, 2, 3 came through, so it's a process. And so what's happening is that you're transmuting the negative beliefs, the limiting beliefs, the fear, the anxiety, the scarcity, the poverty, the fear of rejection, the fear of abandonment, the fear of failure, like all of these different things you guys are transmuting or will be transmuting over the next 2 weeks. And so a lot of your experiences, okay, will be around you recognizing that this is something that has been keeping you small, or it has been keeping you from aligning with your higher self, or keeping you from aligning with your joy, or keeping you from aligning with that which you have asked for, okay? So a lot of times these shifts are happening because you have asked for something, you have wished for something, and in order for you to align to that, your energy needs to be there. So with that said, that's what the manifesting greatness readings do. They help you to manifest whatever greatness you want to bring into your life or bring out of your energy, by helping you to balance your energy, so that way when the universe is ready, divine timing is ready to say, here's your manifestation in the physical, you are ready to receive it, okay? You're open, your heart is open, and you're ready to receive it. And anything that would have kept you from like rejecting it, you have cleared away by doing this foundational work, okay? So like shadow work, inner work is foundational work for you to receive your heart's desires. Yes. So with that, I looked at the numbers again, and I noticed the 11s, and there's actually 3 11s in the numbers that come out, like full 11s, right? And I was like, okay. So what I heard was the full moon energy that's coming up, which I believe it's full moon in Leo, but double check that just in case. It's you aligning with your true nature, okay? So you guys getting even deeper into your authentic self, which is a process of surrender. It's a process of surrendering control. It's a process of surrendering the outcome, the how, right? And it's a process of truly trusting yourself. So the affirmation that came out was, well, what I heard was trust. Like they put this big, it was like big trust, right by the tree, by the root of the tree, right? I was going to say the trunk of the tree, right? And then I put I trust. So these next 2 weeks is going to really be like that energy for those of you who are resonating with this, of you trusting, of you surrendering to trust, surrendering to your true heart's desire, surrendering to your soul's path, surrendering to healing, allowing the healing. So allowing yourself to feel. So the Sedona method really is a practice of allowing yourself to feel when we are taught to suppress our emotions, right? So why I really love the Sedona method is because it teaches you how to reactivate yourself into feeling the things that you used to suppress, or the things that you've been suppressing since childhood, or those automatic things that you just automatically go and suppress. Like, you're recognizing that. It teaches you to recognize that. It teaches you that not to fear the emotion. It teaches you that the emotion is there and you have a choice to either hold on to it or to release it, to let it go. Right? And that doesn't mean that you don't, keep your set of lessons or your wisdom that came with you experiencing that emotion, but it does mean that you release the emotional block. Okay? Yes, yes, and yes. And so emotions, just like other kinds of blockages, mental blockages, but emotional blockages really stop you from aligning with your true self, because it stops you from receiving. Okay? So this is that energy of really working with the sacral chakra to release your emotional body, so that you now can open to joy and pleasure, and so that you can also release, I just heard release procrastination, hesitation, okay? Also release things and release wasting time, all right, on things that no longer serve you, and also release old encrusted armors. Like, there was a time when in some of you guys' bloodlines and things like this, where it was bad to have lots of money, or it was seen as evil, or things like this. So this is also helping you to open to like greater abundance, all right? So if any of you guys are resonating with that, or you feel that, oh, I should try that, and you're not familiar with it, or something that you did before and you forgot about it, that's definitely an invitation to look up the Sedona method and to learn the technique, okay? Also, emotional freedom tapping, is also out there as well as another great technique for releasing emotions and allowing yourself to stop living in anxiety, stop living in fear, right? Yeah. And to really open your heart to receive. If your heart is closed, you're not in a state of receiving, and things will be harder, right? Yeah, irosimanda. They say keep it open. Okay, so if you're not familiar with my readings, I speak like light language, all right? It's just how I communicate with spirit, and spirit communicates with me. There are times when we bring through activations and things like that for you guys, but that's not necessarily the intention right now. It's just to have open communication, okay? So Spirit, tell us a little bit more. Alright, so Spirit wants to go through the numbers. We're going to go through 11-7 first. Alright, we're going to bring a card out. Thank you. Grounding. Alright. So what's coming through? Potatoes. Alright. Definitely been eating a lot of potatoes, but potatoes help to ground you. So eating foods that help to ground you. Also, I feel that the biggest change that's happening is you guys are going to have greater presence. And it's definitely the Virgo energy. Okay, so your high priestess, when you're more grounded, you're able to hear a high priestess because you're hearing yourself. You're hearing that beautiful goddess energy a lot stronger when you are grounded, when you're connected to earth. Okay, also drawing the symbol down there, all right, for earth. Irotina will also help you to ground. I feel like these are tarot cards as well. So some of you guys might be learning tarot or getting into tarot, or you might already do your own readings for yourself for tarot and that kind of a thing. I feel like, I just heard red potatoes too. So that might be something also just to help you even connect more to the root chakra. I feel, or even just the energy of passion. And I'm noticing the crescent moon here with the sun. So I feel like whatever has been hidden from you is about to be illuminated, which, you know, makes sense with the full moon coming up. Let's see what the tarot cards bring. Ooh, did you see that? Yes. Okay. The wheel is turning. We're going to wait before we want to get a full story. All right. Let's get a full story. Iroti Nala. Very good. Okay. Let's get a full story. The next number out is 11. I feel the 11. So 11 was that portal, okay? And this is number 23, abundance coming in. So you guys are walking into a portal of abundance, all right, is what I felt. You're healing yourself into this new frequency of abundance, okay? I feel like this is a talisman over here. I feel like that's a talisman. And then we have water. Okay, so I'm sorry. I was listening. So what's happening right now is that there's your tree is growing and the seeds are growing, right? And that some of you guys, and this came through earlier, that some of you guys are trying to pluck fruit before it's ripe, right? And Spirit says, don't look at the tree and what's growing. I want you to focus on your roots. I want you to focus on your nutrients. I want you to focus on grounding. All right, take your attention off of the fruit that is growing and put your attention kind of on you. Okay. Yeah. One card. And I just heard, don't save her. She don't want to be saved. Don't save her. She don't want to be saved. All right. So what's coming up with this here? J. Cole, guys. Healing blockages. So this is beautiful because I feel like there might have been some things that you guys haven't been able to heal for some time, right? I just heard the ability to fully integrate with your dream, with your vision. There's been blockages, right? And so the wheel is turning because your wish is coming. But the thing is that this is that abundance portal that you're coming into, right? Where things are just very, very easy to manifest. And it's you coming out of poverty consciousness too, I feel very strongly. And this right here, this is that block, right? I definitely feel that too with the 23 coming out. I just heard 1, 2, 3, right? You don't see me, Nala. Very good. 12 and 9, please. 12 and 9. What you're having a hard time surrendering. Virgo energy again and strength. What is this? This is this looks like a leak. Oh, it's fennel. Haha. Okay, number 19. Surrendering to the truth. Your high priestess is illuminating the truth for you. I almost feel like the truth is you're making things harder than what they actually are, and it's just because of that fear following illusion. And so that's why it's so important to now kind of eat these healing foods and to work on your roots. So a lot of root yoga, root chakra meditations, even sacral, but I really feel it's the root. Okay, a lot of things around grounding, affirmations for grounding, stability, squats. froggies, jumping, okay? And I do feel it's because this third eye upgrade is like trying to expand, but they need, but when it's expanding, what's happening is like the fear and illusions are coming up, right? So you got to stay grounded and have like a very strong routine and grounding your energy, okay? So that way this can fall away easily. And I just heard having trouble trusting your true strength. You know, I feel like this is like some of that stuff from trauma, karma, and other people not seeing your value or not seeing your worth and not seeing how strong you are, and then you not seeing how strong you are because you're living through their eyes instead of your heart. Okay, so Spirit is just calling attention to that. Drumming, okay, shamanic drumming, doing breath work to drumming. 25, cleansing, yes, okay, Gemini energy, there goes the mind coming out, but again, it's water energy, so lemon water, candle. I also, you know what, I kept a road opener. If any of you guys, if you're not familiar with the road opener spells and that kind of a thing, or candle work for road openers, you might want to look into that if it's something that you feel resonates with you. I just heard taking your time step by step, you know. Also like cooking your food at home, doing like fruit and veggie platters, these kinds of things. But also cooking is also a mindfulness activity, right? Because you're focused on doing one thing, cooking the meal. And also helps you to get fresh fruits and veggies and things like that. Yeah, so I definitely feel like this next 2 weeks is going to be like limited processed foods. And so there might be some dopamine addictions and that kind of thing that you guys are going to be dealing with this week with, you know, releasing the processed foods that helped you to get that instant gratification by getting that dopamine, serotonin high, you know, after you ate it or drunk it, you know. Caffeine, especially like different kinds of coffees and things like that, can definitely be kind of addictive, especially if they're very sugary and that kind of a thing. It says it's not forever, it's everything in moderation, and it's just preparing you for something, okay? For whatever this stability thing is that's going to be coming in. You know, it's also, this is going to bring you a lot of mental clarity. Like, I feel like this top piece, like, even though it's all about like the earth and grounding and things like that, I just feel like all of this is to help to increase your mental capability, your mental capacity, to increase your focus, all right, to eliminate confusion, to increase your discernment, also increasing any kind of cleansing work, is releasing negative energy as well, releasing energy that is not yours, you know, so doing those kinds of meditations and that kind of thing as well, of just releasing anything that's not yours. So that's going to really cleanse your solar plexus. That was a lot. I just heard take the next 3. So let me get a card for 112. Oh, this is number 25, by the way, 2 transformations. So I love this with the 10 of Swords coming out, because this is like releasing that anxiety. So make sure, if you're not doing it, if you feel guided to speak your affirmations and your intentions into your water. So like, if you are doing a lemon water and you want to detox, like that is what you're doing because you want to just help eliminate, right? Then you would just speak, I release anxiety, you know. I release anxiety now. That's the example that came through, but use what resonates with you. Yeah. And this Queen of Pentacles energy, so with the fennel being attached here, this is I feel, and I just said it, and this is Gemini, two minds become one, right? And so this energy combined is helping you to have the strength that's needed to release the anxiety or the limiting beliefs that has been causing you to feel separated from yourself. Okay. Also releasing judgments. Thank you, Spirit. So here goes the 112. Let's see. I love it. Daffodil. This is beautiful because it brings a flower at the end. And I always think of stars as flowers as well. And so I see this as double star energy. 1717, which we talked about 17 before, right? And this is a daffodil for hope. Also Taurus energy. So definitely the earth signs are coming in super strong to help Aquarius balance out. Okay. I do feel Libra energy in here too. That might be from that 11 that was coming through super strong. But whatever this is, it's like I feel like calling back power, you know. And with the Leo full moon coming in, and it's going to be partway in through whatever this is. Okay. This reading may not resonate with everyone. And I'm hearing Spirit says if your birth date falls on any of these dates, the 5th, the 23rd, the 19th, the 25th, okay? The 3rd and the 8th. Thank you. And also if you have very strong Gemini energy, Virgo energy, Taurus energy, and Sagittarius. Okay. But Sagittarius is definitely coming, swooping in with that Leo energy to just help. Saturn is like, yo, let's get it, everybody. Like he's bringing in everybody. He's bringing, it's like that fire, that Saturn and that Mars energy coming in really strong to help Pluto bring this massive transformation into the collective and into the Aquarian collective. You have to do your research on that. That's all coming through from Michael, Archangel Michael. Thank you. Comment open heart emoji to win a Manifesting Greatness reading. All right, so the last 3 cards that came out. I just heard there's a whirlwind of fire that's about to interrupt your world. So I feel like it didn't feel... When I got triggered when I said the word interrupt, because for me that's like a trigger word, but Spirit was like, no, it's passion. It's igniting. Okay? Yeah, it's igniting. And you're about to take action. There's something that you have been offered, okay, and you weren't taking action on it before, but this is being healed out. So I feel like this is that 7 days. Actually, I feel like these 3 cards represent the other half of that 14 for some of you guys. All right. For some of you guys, maybe you're in the middle of that whirlwind, and this is kind of helping to explain what you've gone through. I'm looking at this candle, the infinity sign is on it, so it's like you're really being prepared to receive like a jump in abundance, like an increase in abundance. And there's going to be some kind of offer coming in, which again is, and I remember like those readings, it's setting you up because something is coming in, some opportunity. I feel a lot of unicorn energy coming from the horse in the back as well. I feel like I'm looking at the envelope in this green bowl. I feel like there's going to be some kind of commitment, some kind of message that's going to come in. And maybe you guys, I didn't show the image that I drew the other day. It was our higher self was looking, and she had the roses behind her back, and it was a 12 dozens of roses. So there's like, Spirit has like a gift for you that you don't see coming. Okay, it's probably because you're like, some of you guys are just trying to transmute this past energy, right? And it might be past energy from an Aries or something like this, or just from a masculine energy, right? Or maybe you guys just reforming, restructuring different things, recalibrating, because a lot of you are in hermit mode right now, reflective mode, because you're doing this healing, this detoxing, and of limiting beliefs, and detoxing of negative emotions, detoxing of other people's energy, cutting cords, sexual partners, that kind of thing. Yeah. And there wasn't anything, she wasn't looking, Spirit didn't show me anything that she was looking at, right? So again, we can't see what's coming, but we know that we're preparing, you know, in the energy of if God be for me, who be against me? Okay. So this is also like, with hope comes faith, right? And so this is like building your strength. Remember we said this is I trust. So this is you trusting that I'm listening to your intuition. You're always in the right place at the right time, okay? That's a gift to you guys, you know, and for you to activate that, you just say that, you know, aloud. You can write it too, and you just like acclaim that I'm in alignment with divine timing, you know, and you can re-say that to yourself if anxiety is getting the best of you, and you're feeling like you missed something, or you're gonna miss something, or it's not gonna work out, that you know that that's your ego, that's fear, and there goes your time to like, all right, let's go, you know, let's go in the shower, let's take a cold shower, or let's take a salt bath, or let's go eat some potatoes, or, you know, drink our water. Let's zone out and let's do some breath work, you know, for a little bit, and just release this. Let's do the Sedona method. Let's start tapping, okay? I just heard planting for flowers. Okay, so, and there's this adornment that's on this twig, this tree that's coming out. And the spring is going to be coming. And if you guys remember the predictions for 2023, this kind of first quarter was going to be this healing, right? Preparing us for this spring. I'm in the northern hemisphere. I also feel that if there's been any flowers that have been coming into your, like the Miley Cyrus song Flowers that came up in one of the readings, but if there's been any flowers that have been coming into reality, and it's been persistent, constant, repetitive, okay, that flower definitely wants to work with you. And right now, the daffodil, like, it really wants to talk to me, okay? The daffodil really wants to speak to me. I feel like the daffodil, it might be a passed on loved one that wants to come through the flower and speak to you. And this is definitely a journal writing type of thing, all right? Or it might just be Mother Earth that wants to come through the flower energy, or it might be a goddess. So if there's been like a flower that has been coming to you, you can Google the flower and Google like the name that like daffodil represents which goddesses. Okay, if you're called to do something like that, okay, if that resonates with you, and then you can find out which goddesses are calling to you, or what I really feel like is what is going to be activating for you, like what is going to be coming to you, you know. And you can read about the goddess and their gifts and things like that, and whatever you feel you don't have, I feel like that's going to be activating for you. So that's kind of a clue for you guys. Do I feel like the daffodil is the flower that everybody should be Googling? No, I do not. I feel like if this is a synchronicity for you, then yes. But if it's not, what flower has been coming to you? Okay, and you can also, there's telling me too, like fruit as well. Like there's been certain fruits and things like that that have been popping up and been coming to you over and over again. You can also do the same thing on that fruit. You know, like Demeter, if you, she's a goddess of many things, but abundance and fertility. Okay, and so like corn and like wheat will pop up a lot. Like you'll see the wheat sign a lot, that kind of thing. Also using crystals to clear. Okay, it's coming through. I think we talked about that with selenite. And the fact that I just picked up selenite without even thinking about it definitely would be a great one. And selenite is a moon crystal. All right. So I just saw the time. I'm going to end it here. Thanks, guys, so very much. All right. Bye. Namaste.